time for another pregnancy vlog. I'm so pregnant. Ooh, it's uncomfortable. So I'm off of bed rest, which is the biggest deal. I've been off of it for 2 weeks. There's been no more bleeding or spotting or anything, so that's been fantastic. I have had a prenatal appointment since then. There's a couple of things to discuss there. I have some visuals for you. A little bit of this. A little bit of this. Oops, sorry if I knocked you. Talk about all these things. And this. So we'll get to all of those. I'm going to ramble my way through first. Okay, so I still am having the same food aversions. In fact, I'm not sure if I can even talk about those foods, so I will list them next to my head. Yeah, there's a lot of things I cannot eat, smell, think about, see, at all. If I do, it's horrible. I'm grabbing for the Martha Stewart puke pot so fast. I'm eating yogurt every day. I'm so sick of yogurt. I've talked about that before, but I still am. I've started to make yogurt smoothies where I'm just taking the yogurt and a banana and ice and milk and blending them up and drinking them that way. It makes it a little bit better. But that's that. It's the only thing that I can really keep down successfully. I also have been having some very healthy cravings, like carrot sticks and crisp vegetables. Right now I don't want them, but sometimes I do. This is kind of a healthy baby. Like, I don't want carbs. I don't want dry things. A lot of people suggest soda crackers or saltines. The idea of the dry cracker going down my throat, this is the problem area. It's all here. I get heartburn and feel all that acid here. When I want to throw up, it's because I feel like everything is sitting right here and won't go down. My stomach feels relatively okay for the most part, a little bit seasick, but it's this. Like I said in my first one, this is the dictator problem area of this pregnancy. Your esophagus actually slows down in pregnancy, so it can make things trickier, and then it encourages things like heartburn and acidic buildup and just all kinds of sexy delight. So I've been craving grape nuts, the cereal, which has 8 grams of protein in it. I honestly have not checked its GMO listings and stuff because it's the only thing I can eat and I don't want to discourage myself. So I've been having grape nuts. I want milk quite a bit and dairy. I don't want cheese, no cheese at all, but definitely yogurt and milk. I'm not eating empty calories, which is cool. Like, if I want something that's pretty much healthy for me, I want vegetables and fruit, lots of grapes, apples, bananas. I don't want cookies and crackers. Oh, I want brownies though. I always want brownies. So I've made brownies once. I'm planning on making them again. I'm still drinking my go-go juice, which is the first visual aid. This is 1 part strong ginger ale, real ginger ale, 1 part raspberry lemonade, which I weaken the raspberry lemonade, and then I squeeze an entire half of a lemon in here, and this time for floofy fanciness, I added fresh raspberries. That's my little go-go juice mocktail. And it helps this guy. That feels good going down. So my nausea has been the same. And my last update, I'm almost 14 weeks. I'll be 14 weeks on Sunday. I think I was 10 weeks then. I'm only able to do 1 of these a month apparently. Hopefully that'll change. I think I've been throwing up more since then. And it's still awful. It is still like heaving. I can't stand the feeling of clothing touching me and waistbands and anything. I've been wearing the C-bands, but my wrists get bruised. And like I said, if I start getting nauseous, those have to come off so fast. I need a fan on me immediately. I need no one to talk to me. I become the most dramatic, nauseous diva in the world while I'm dry heaving into a bucket. I've talked about the bucket so much, that should be a visual aid. In my next video, something to look forward to, the pot I puke into. It actually is a nice looking pot. I think it will have to be retired into some sort of planter or something after I'm done being pregnant because its cooking days are over, I think. Even though Ryan's like, it cleans up just fine. No. The memories. My nightmares have returned, so that's really awful, but I go to bed feeling pretty crummy, and I am getting really uncomfortable sleeping now, and I am trying to only sleep on my left side like you're supposed to. It's just been really stressful. I don't wake up feeling rested at all. Heartburn has returned, and by that I mean I had heartburn with Scarlet's pregnancy. It was the worst symptom I had the entire time in Scarlet's pregnancy. It was bad. I mean, I was throwing up just from heartburn. And this time it seems to have started up now. It's kind of like a tipping bottle. Having a moment. And if I lay down, it comes up. If I sit up, it kind of goes down a little bit. I do know all the remedies, all of the things that, wives' tales and things like that for heartburn and for nausea. I've tried them all, so I am at the point where I no longer need any suggestions. I still I still giggle every time somebody tells me, chew on some ginger, or get ginger candy, or have some ginger ale, or ginger this, or ginger supplements, or ginger in the little tablets. I get it, you guys. I get the ginger thing. I get it. And I'm on top of it, okay? I get it. You got it? Because I get it. Okay. I'm down 12 pounds. I was down 11 pounds in my last video, so 1 pound more isn't too bad. I'm into my second trimester now. Well, I'm 13 weeks. Some people consider 14 weeks the beginning of the second trimester. So I think that the loss has started to slow, even though the sickness hasn't slowed at all. But that's good. I should start to gain instead of being down now. I definitely have the baby belly for the gaining, and I will show that to you. I'll do a belly shot at the end. I am breaking out, and this has a funny Scarlet story attached to it, so maybe I'll sneak my little Scarlet stories in now. I'm getting these random big breakouts, just like one here, and I had one here, and I had one on my neck, which you can probably still see. And it was big and awful, and I'd never break out here. So anyway, a couple of days ago, the day started horribly with my little tiny itty bitty baby girl getting her finger caught in the trunk of my mother's car. She's fine, all was fine, but I did give her, I gave her some baby Tylenol, and it comes in the syringe. It's the liquid that, you know, you can squirt in their mouth. And after she was done taking it, she was telling me about her owies, and then she said, and a mommy owie too, and she tried to squirt her syringe into this. She's so sweet. So that's one Scarlet story. Another is when I was like 9.5, no, more like 11 weeks, she came over to my belly and went pop, like she's letting the air out of a balloon. So that was funny. And then also I have a long strip of ultrasound pictures. I put one of those pictures in my first pregnancy vlog, but you know, they give them to you in a strip. So there's a picture and a picture and a picture and a picture. So it's about a foot long. And Scarlet was holding it next to her and making it walk next to her on the ground, going, come on, mama, baby in a tummy. Come on, mama, baby. And I said, what's that baby's name? And she said, it's Brother. So she's called it Brother twice now. And she's like walking out, here we go. Come on, mama, in the baby tummy. She's so cute. So those are my Scarlet things. I'm not craving any sugary things, like I said. I don't like candy. If it does have sugar in it, like I wanted sorbet. I wanted sorbet, and I had sherbet, and the sherbet tasted really good going down, but then my stomach didn't handle all the sugar in it. So I think next time I have a craving like that, I need to just get basically frozen fruit. If it has any added sugar, I don't handle it well. I have been craving some red meat. Like, I haven't actually had any of it, but every once in a while a steak sounds good to me. But it takes a lot of prep to make a steak, and I'm not going to go out to a restaurant, so I just haven't really had it. Okay, so my first prenatal appointment, I'm seeing the same OB that I saw with Scarlet. I loved her, and she's great. She's just a couple years older than me, but she's delivered 1 million babies. She's so wonderful, and she definitely has more of a midwifery practice and presence about her. She looks at everything naturally first. She's definitely guided by the patient. Anything I say, anything, I could say something wild and crazy and she would go for it. She's just a total patient advocate, lovely person. We would be friends if I knew her from, you know, another, like in another capacity. So we're going with her again. She remembered everything about me with Scarlet's pregnancy, even to the point of like my mom's illnesses and what was going on with my mom at the time, just from our conversations. And yes, she could have written all those things down, but if she did, she held on to them till after every appointment and then went and wrote them down. So I was really impressed with her, and she just had twins too, so she's fun to talk to. She is concerned about 2 things with me. If you've been following me for a long time, then you know I have an autoimmune disorder called sarcoidosis, which I found out while doing vlogs, actually. I think I tied it into my imperfect life tag, so you can go watch that if you want. And I'll link it below or in or both, whatever. And sarcoidosis is something that after your body experiences trauma, it incorrectly misfires and starts to put scar tissue on what it thinks are wounds. So mine appeared because I have a scar. I don't know if you can see it in the vlogs, but I have a scar on my lip from when I was little and I smashed my head into a coffee table. It's like toddler, you know, every kid does it kind of thing. Toddler initiation, that's what I was looking for. after Scarlet was born, about 6 months later, the scar started to change. So I went and saw a dermatologist, and they diagnosed it and said it's sarcoidosis. Now, if you are positive for sarcoid, then scar tissue can form on things like your heart and your lungs and outsides of your organs and cause some difficulty in some different areas. So because of that, my OB wants me to see a second doctor while I am going through this pregnancy, just to be monitored for some different things. Also, I still am having a rapid heartbeat, even when I'm resting, and dropping beats more often than is normal. So we're going to monitor that while I'm pregnant too, because I do feel like I'm not in as good of physical condition as I was when I gave birth to Scarlet. So I want to have the same delivery experience and be able to deliver vaginally, and I need to be healthy enough to do that. So I'm going to be seeing those other doctors for that. For those, I know that like hypothyroidism and hyperthyroidism can be a reason why your heart is acting out. I've had my thyroid tested, and she just tested it this time too, and it's fine. So that's really it from her. She did try and listen to the baby's heartbeat, and she said that she would put her money on boy because it was crazy pants. It was like you'd hear the heartbeat for a second, like, you know, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. I remember what baby heartbeats sound like. What do? They whoosh, whoosh. Anyways, you'd hear the whoosh, whoosh, and it'd be gone. And then she'd chase it over to the other side of my tummy, and whoosh, whoosh, and it'd be gone. And she'd chase it. She was like, this kid is crazy. So she says it's a boy because it was crazy. I think she said the same thing about Scarlet, though, so who knows? We are going to find out the gender of the baby in about 3 weeks. I am still having, oh, that's something she said too. I do have another SCH. The tear. I do have another one. When the nurse talked to me, she made it sound like I didn't, but apparently I do, and that's what the bleeding is from. So she said that it's smaller than Scarlet's was and that she's not concerned about it, but she did want me to get 3 more ultrasounds. I have whittled that down to 2 as of right now. She wanted me to get one at 15 weeks, 18 weeks, and 34 weeks. No, 15 weeks, 19 weeks, and 34 weeks. I put the 15-week and the 19-week one in the middle. So at 17 and a half weeks, I'm going to get one. We'll find out the gender then, and then we will reassess if I need to get one at 34 weeks. So I'm 14 weeks on Sunday. At 17 and a half weeks, we're going to try and do an anatomy scan. As far as sharing names, which somebody asked, we will not be sharing any names. You will find out what the baby is named when it comes along, but we might share names we aren't using, because I love me some names that Ryan will not even he won't ponder them for a second, so we might talk about that in a little bit. I had several lovely surprises this week in the midst of crumminess and a really hard sick week. One is my mother-in-law and my mom both took me shopping, both on different days, kind of surprisingly. I mean, like I wasn't really expecting it to go that way, and got me some maternity shirts, and I got some crop pants and some skinny jeans, and so now I feel kind of cute. So that was really fun. And on the same day that my mom took me shopping, I was supposed to just be taking her to get new tabs and taking her to some doctor's appointments. So I thought it was a throwaway day. Anyways, on that day, Ryan cleaned the whole house, like deep cleaned, like carpets cleaned, and the front porch and the back all power washed, and he organized Scarlet's toys and put everything up in cute little bins, and he kind of went through, he took a Swiffer mopper topper and got behind the curtain rods to get cobwebs. That kind of cleaning. It's amazing. He said, I know you feel so nauseous in this house, and I know we're not set up in our situation great, but I thought I'd make an easier place for you to be sick in. Love the man so much. It was amazing. So that was one really cool thing. Got to come home with new clothes to a sparkling clean house. And the next day, I got a package in the mail. That was a huge surprise. Oh, I didn't show my other visuals. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place because I'm pregnant, and everybody says that, and you get to use that excuse, and it's allowed. Now I'm using it. Now I'm done. I am using these bee needles. I don't know if they work so great. Sure, maybe. I don't notice anything remarkable about them, but this is the sour apple flavor. I got them off of Amazon. I think I paid $15 for this. It is vitamin B6. That's what it is, right? Yeah. And so you can't have more than 3 in a day. When I just start to feel slightly nauseous and I think, ooh, I can curb this now, this kind of thing, and the C-bands really help. But a lot of the time it just comes on so fast that this stuff isn't going to cut it. So I wouldn't not recommend them. Doctors recommend them. But I also am not saying that they're changing my life. I also got this book because Helen bought it and recommended it. This is Pregnancy Day by Day. I actually thought that I ordered the soft paperback edition, but it came in hardback, so it's really cool. Every day you get to see what's going on with the baby and what's changing. It gives you like size comparisons, and there's been some things dead on. Like one day I got a cold and I opened the book to read and I'm sniffling and it's like, your immune system is low. Colds might be in your future. It's a little predictor. So that's fun. If you're interested, if you're pregnant and are just looking for something other than an app to read every day, this is a good book. Pregnancy Day by Day. So the day after Ryan was amazing and cleaned the whole house, I came home and there was a package and I thought, oh look, one of my Zulily orders. But no, it said surprise, written really small in pencil on it. And I thought, who's this from? I had no clue. And it turns out that it is from the owner of Lovely Pocket Diapers. She wasn't doing this as a marketing thing and she did not ask me to mention this at all, but I've decided that I want to share part of this amazing package she sent me with you, so I am mentioning it. She went way above and beyond. She wrote me this amazing letter. It's very long and I'm going to cherish this letter because it really spoke to me. She doesn't even know how many similarities there are in what she said here that spoke into our lives. She has been following me on YouTube apparently. I didn't know that she was still watching my videos. If you don't know, I did a review of Lovely Pocket Diapers a long time ago and I love them. We still use them. They are my favorite affordable diaper brand of all time. Not because she sent me this box. I really seriously just love Lovely Pocket Diapers. I've bought them for baby showers for my friends. Every single time somebody talks to me about cloth diapering, I always recommend them. And I did a very honest video of it, which you can also see. I'll link below. But she sent me this box stuffed full of goodies. Adorable diapers and snappies, and I mean crazy, like there's breast pads in here, the little heart-shaped ones. What are they called? Something boobies, mom boobies, bam boobies, something like that. It's just stuff. There's pre-folds, and she even sent me a big bag of peach mango cloth safe diaper laundry. So many things. I was overwhelmed. My mother-in-law and mom were sitting there when I was opening it going, what is this? What is this about? We all were crying after reading the letter, and so I've decided I'm going to do a blog post talking about this a little bit because what she shared with me was so empowering and wonderful that I want to share a little bit of it with you guys. And then I'm going to give away a couple of the diapers she sent me. She did not ask me to do that. This is not a sponsored giveaway or anything. She sent these for me for the new baby. But I love Lovely Pocket Diapers so much. I want to give them away to somebody who's never tried them before. And I'm going to have all that on my blog. Hopefully I'll be able to do it within the next week. Maybe give me 2 because I'm sick as a dog most days. And I will put up a little video just letting you know when that's live. But I was so touched by this. It's so incredible of her to go out of her way. And I mean, this beast was heavy. The shipping alone. Anyways, so many of the feels. All of them, all the time. So check out my blog. I'm going to post about that. I haven't blogged in a long time, but this is blog worthy. That's it. Let's look at the belly, okay? Okay, here's the tum at 13 weeks, 4 days. I have to pull in so you can kind of see the actual bump part there. And this is the top that I got from Motherhood Maternity and some Capri jeans as well. They are maternity jeans. That's what it looks like. Scarlet's playing in the room. Doom-to-doom. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, you. What's going on? Say bye, guys.
Bye, guys.